China, number 4. Germany, number 5. Ukraine, number 6. Man, I'm honored, you guys. For you listeners in Ukraine, hey, please be safe, man. I mean, my prayers and, I send my prayers and good vibes to all of you. Just be safe. All right, number 8. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so number 7 is Thailand. Wow, that's badass, man. Number 8 would be Great Britain. Number 9, Saudi Arabia. Wow, Saudi Arabia in the top 10. Wow, that blows me away. Poland sits at the number 10 spot. Man, that's cool as hell. So, guys, as you can tell, the world really is paying attention to the United States and Colorado in particular. Colorado and Washington are on the forefront of the marijuana and cannabis fight. So people are definitely seeing if we get it right or if we fail. But we are the test subjects. And it is my job as 710 Radio to bring you the most current news that is going on in Colorado and along the United States. So, it is my promise to you guys to stay current, stay fresh, stay, biased. Is that the right word? Or, I promise to present the story on both sides and not just, I'll try not to keep my personal views, but I will have to insert them every now and then, but, I will do my job as a reporter and as bringing you guys the news. So, let me see. I have a couple more stories here. Let me, get the... Alright, so... We talked about the Minnesota marijuana. We talked about the great wide world of concentrates. So, let's talk about alright, www.cannabist.co is the website that I'm getting this next article off of. The headline article reads, August pot taxes. Sales in Colorado jumped 10%, and they're not slowing. Yeah, no, they're not. Alright, so the article reads, marijuana sales in Colorado saw a 10% bump in August. The industry leaders don't expect that growth to slow anytime soon. The sales of recreational and medical marijuana in Colorado each jumped more than 10% from July to August 2014, according to numbers released Thursday by the Colorado Department of Revenue. In August, customers purchased more than $33 million in recreational cannabis, up from $29.7 million in July and $24.7 million in June. Consumers bought more than $32.2 million in medical marijuana in August, up from $28.9 million in July and $28.6 million in June. The marijuana tax numbers are also adding up since January 1. Colorado has bought in more than $45.2 million in taxes, licenses, and fees for recreational and medical marijuana. Okay, so cannabis has a little footnote, but Curious what 420 meant for pot taxes and sales in Colorado. Check out these numbers. Oh, those marijuana taxes get updates on Colorado revenue for 2014. Okay, let's move on here. Alright, industry experts attribute the growth of recreational market to the ever-expanding number of stores opening throughout the state. Every day that goes by, or at least every week, we have new recreational marijuana businesses opening in Colorado. And that helps explain the increase in tax revenue, said Mike Elliott, Executive Director of Marijuana Industry Group. The industry is expanding its reach. Recreational is going to continue getting bigger than medical. Well, duh. But, okay, fine. Alright, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have done the duh. But, duh. Alright, within the next month, we'll have the first shops opening in Aurora, which is a huge city, said Elliott. What we're probably going to see is a huge bump in the recreational sales number beginning in another month or two because of Aurora coming online. Well, yeah. I mean, of course, that's only a given. I mean, Aurora needed to do that when Denver did it. I mean, come on, Aurora is huge. Okay, so now they're gonna. I hope I remember my statistics right, because I'm going off of my mind. If I'm not mistaken, Aurora is going to allow 8 dispensaries in 5 districts. So, I don't know what 5 districts those are. You'll have to look that up yourself. Oh, well, that was the end of the story. Colorado demand for Colorado demand for marijuana is estimated at 130 metric tons of pot for 2014. How heavy is that? Well, let's just see what the cannabis says. It's, alright. Okay, the state of Colorado estimates that its annual demand of marijuana is 130.3 metric tons. But how heavy is 130 metric tons anyways? Well, it is the equivalent of 287,259 pounds of bud. Oh, happy days. But that's also such a mammoth number. That context doesn't come naturally. Thankfully, the Cannabis Crackpot data team is here for you. Colorado's annual marijuana demand is heavier than a space shuttle or a blue whale. But not quite as heavy as a locomotive. So yes, it is a lot of weed. Well, hell yes, it's a lot of weed. Heavier than the space shuttle. Damn. That's heavy. A blue whale? Wow. Did you guys read about that Australian young man who jumped in the water to surf the whale, the blue whale, I think it was, that was floating dead, and he jumped in the water with sharks in the water eating the carcass, and he thought it was a good idea to jump in the water and swim over to the whale, climb on top of it, and surf it, I guess, and yeah, he realized that it was a stupid thing to do. Which, he's lucky that he was able to realize that it was a stupid thing to do. I mean, he could have been chum. and not the good kind, not your friend type of chun. But, no, man. Uh, but not as quite as heavy as the locomotive. Almost, but not as quite. But, oh my goodness. So, how heavy is 130 metric tons of marijuana? A study by the state of Colorado estimated annual demand for marijuana in Colorado is 130 metric tons, or 287,259 pounds. Weights below are in pounds and approximate. So, okay, so there's only two things kind of really heavier than 287,259 pounds of annual estimated Colorado marijuana demand. Okay, a locomotive is 385,000 pounds. The Statue of Liberty is 450,000 pounds. Okay, so what is the marijuana demand heavier? Okay, we said the blue whale. That's 250,000 pounds. A B-52 bomber, 185,000 pounds. Space shuttle, 165,000 pounds. A bulldozer, 70,000 pounds. A school bus, 25,000 pounds. A howitzer, 16,000 pounds. A Mustang DIA sculpture. Oh, they're talking about the blue horse out at DIA. Okay, that's 9,000 pounds. And a hippopotamus, 3,300 pounds. So that's everything that or what, they were able to say that it's heavier than marijuana demand in Colorado. That's pretty interesting. So, oh my goodness. Excuse me there, I got a little bit of cotton mouth there. So, yeah, so go check them out, the cannabis, and it's CANNABIST.co. Yeah, they got quite a bit of stories on there, and, yeah, looks like you can stay on there for a while, and stay up to date. So they got news, culture, reviews, food, resources, and math. What's the resources? Oh, pot by the numbers, pot in the law, pot in the body, pot in the history. For food, they got recipes. Can of butter, can of oil, and advanced reviews. Gone hemp, strain reviews, product reviews, shop reviews, and edible reviews. Culture. All things 420, entertainment, sports, style, interviews, pot and parenting, hitting the high spots, Colorado culture, U.S. culture, and world culture. For their news, they've got Colorado, Washington, U.S. news, world news, politics, business, crime, the Denver Post. So, those were pretty interesting there. Alright. Now, oh, excuse me here, guys. I'm sorry about that. Alright. It is election time. As we know, I think tomorrow is election day, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, you need to get out and vote. These midterm elections, man, they're important, guys. Your vote really does count. This is, the beautiful thing of the voting system. This is where you get your chance to say what you want. Now we may not win who we voted. It may be the other guy, but what? That's the beautiful thing about the democratic system. We do get our say. It is a majority vote. I mean, if we didn't get the majority on our vote, well, we didn't work hard enough for it. Maybe we better do something next time and get out there and work a little bit harder next time to make sure we got enough people to get the vote in. So, no matter which way you vote, I just hope you get out there and vote. And so, with that being said, right now, Let me see. I think